Lammas to me is the golden Sabbath. I can vividly see the golden fields glowing in the evening sun and farmers working late into the night to harvest the grain they sowed months ago. It's the time of year when sunflowers proudly lift their heads toward the sun like little radiant suns themselves. The walnuts are almost ripe, and the sweet scent of apples, plums, and other fruits lingers in the air where the old trees still grow, rooted since ancient times. Lammas is a beautiful time to be grateful for all the richness that Mother Earth provides, and it is my hope that we collectively learn to cherish her again. It's my hope that we remember to treat her with kindness and honor the food that grew under the warm sunlight as her sacred gift. We are all connected to Mother Earth, so much more than we think, and her magic lives in every single one of us. And if you learn to connect with her again, you will really feel the warmth under your bare feet or the water on your skin when you dance in the warm summer rain. You will fall in love with the taste of the food she gave you, craving only the sweetness she provides. You will hear the mountains whisper and see the colors of our beautiful flowers more intense than ever before. I woke up early this day because I wanted to rise with the sun, but also hopefully be lucky enough to see some deers that are enjoying the quietness before the world wakes up and gets busy. I just love this window of time when everything is sleeping and quiet and you can really hear nature. You can really hear the wind rustling through the leaves, gently waking up its inhabitants. You can really hear the different songs of the birds that are also greeting this new morning. Instead of being greeted by a beautiful sunrise, the world was wrapped in a white fog, and I just really enjoyed the quietness, and it really showed the contrast of the season. I was just sitting there listening to the birds. I found some old apple trees and collected some apples for my Lammas altar, and it was really just magical. I then ventured on to another place and I saw some deers, and as you can see, it was just beautiful, and I really enjoyed having this moment with Mother Earth. Alright, magical one, so prepare for this scenery. It is so pretty. I mean, isn't this so magical? I just love when the fog is like sitting on the trees like a blanket. I don't know, it's just so magical. Like really, really beautiful. I just love mornings like these. Good morning. So it is currently 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and today I woke up at 5 a.m. because I just really wanted to see a sunrise. I wanted to get up with the sun, and I think it has something so magical to spend your day with the sun, like getting up when the sun rises, being your most active when the sun is at its peak, and then like going to sleep when the sun sets down. And unfortunately, I didn't see a sunrise. It was really foggy today, which is really magical in itself. But, like, of course, because of the fog, we didn't see a sunrise, which is okay. I was also hoping to see deers, which I did. I'm so, so happy. And I just really love this window of time. Like, I love getting up in the morning when everything is still asleep, everything is still peaceful and quiet. And yeah, I think the deers are the same. So it just didn't feel right to go closer. Like, I just wanted them to enjoy their mornings as well. So I hope the filming material is okay, because I really kept my distance, because it just would have felt wrong to kind of disturb their peace if I want my peace in the morning, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm really, really happy. And I even found like more apple trees. Like, I have been finding so many fruit trees the past few days. So I'm definitely going to collect some like late in August when everything is hopefully ripe. And yeah, it was just a really, really magical morning. But yeah, I'm really happy that I spent my morning outside, and this is just what makes me feel so nourished. Like, being able to go outside and see the trees and like fruits and animals, hearing the birds singing, like this to me is really what the season around Lammas is. And I don't know, it's just a really magical time. Like, we had the weirdest weather in Germany lately. Like, it has been raining, but the sun has been shining at the same time. So yesterday I even saw a rainbow. And yeah, it's like a really weird weather. But to me, Lammas just really is the time when like you see a golden sunset when you go outside, and like you see all the golden colors in nature. So I cannot wait to come back when the sun sets down. I hope we can catch a sunset today in the evening. But yeah, really beautiful morning. I'm happy I started my day like this. And now I'm going home, making some coffee. And yeah, then I would say let's spend the rest of this Lammas inspired day together. I also harvested some of the blueberries that have been growing, and I was so happy because I harvested quite a lot and they were simply delicious. So even though it is a tiny blueberry tree, it really is a small step towards me growing my own food, and it is a beautiful way to connect to Mother Earth on Lammas. Okay, so I'm super excited because I found the most perfect apothecary cabinet. Now, I have been looking for an apothecary like that for a very, very long time, and it has been in my usual thrift store for like a few weeks now, and I didn't have the space, so I was like, you know what, let's sell my mid-century cabinet. It anyway has not the best place in my apartment, and I'm sure someone else will definitely love it and it will look much better than in my like dark corner of the living room. And so I was like, if I sell this mid-century cabinet and I have the space, I will go and buy this apothecary if it is still there. Now, I sold the mid-century cabinet. Someone came and picked it up yesterday, and I called the thrift store and they said, yes, the apothecary slash secretary is still there, so you can come and pick it up. And that's exactly what we are going to do. I'm really happy because my herbs, like I have them in little glass jars, they are scattered all over my apartment, and I just really want them in one place so I know what I have at a glance. I can just go to my apothecary and like look through it and see what I need for a spell or like whatever purpose there is. And so I'm really, really happy that I found it and that it is still there. And let's be honest, this is just the perfect Green Witch Lammas activity, right? Because you go through everything that you already have, you like see what herbs you collected over the year. Maybe there is something that you still need, so now is the time for many herbs and flowers and plants to harvest them and collect them. So I'm really looking forward to clean the cabinet and then put everything inside, have it organized and clean, and I just have my like one go-to place if I need anything, like as the green witch that I am. All right, so I would say let's pack our things and go to the thrift store, shall we? Super happy. Now, the first thing I did after bringing this beautiful apothecary home was giving it a good cleanse. Now, I always do this with everything that I'm bringing into my home. I at least clean it with water if I can. I'm using some essential oils and I really cannot believe that I was so lucky to actually get this beautiful secretary. It is made out of walnut wood, and I also found out that it is made in England, and the seller also just saw this the day that I got the secretary, and I think he was like, this girl made a really good deal, and I'm going to explain why I got it so cheap later. And as you can see, it has these beautiful details, this green pad to write on, and I'm just really in love with it. I also went in with some sage to really neutralize all energies that may still linger inside. Alright, magical ones, so I'm back home as you can see, and I bought the apothecary. It's already in my living room, but we ran into a little problem. Now, when I first saw the apothecary, I asked the seller if everything is still intact, like, do you still have all the keys? Do you have the glass thingies that you put in the top part of the secretary? And he was like, yes, the people who sold it to me said everything is in the drawers. Now, I arrived today at the thrift store, and the seller basically said, I'm so sorry, but the glass thingies are not inside. We looked everywhere and they are nowhere to be seen. Now, the top part of the secretary is one of the reasons that I bought it, because it has these really beautiful, playful details, and it's like small and not too big, like it's really slim, and I just really love the aesthetic of it. But I really need these glass thingies because I want to put all of my herbs inside and I want to see them, and like that's basically the reason why I wanted the secretary. And so the seller was like, if you don't want it anymore, that's fine. Like, you can think about it. We are really sorry about that. And so I was like walking around considering it. And I checked if I could order these glass thingies online. And turns out I can, like, I can order the size online, because I was afraid that I would have to like go somewhere and get glass cut. This is really expensive in Germany, so I didn't want to do this. And yeah, now I already ordered 3 of these glass thingies, and I got the secretary 50 euros cheaper than what we usually said. So yeah, I think at the end I pay a little bit more because I had to order these glass thingies, but I'm still really happy that I bought it. Now, I really hope that the glass arrives in time. I did express shipping, which obviously is more expensive, but I really wanted to decorate the apothecary and fill it together with you in this video because of Lammas is like just around the corner. And yeah, again, it's just a perfect Green Witch meets Lammas activity in my opinion. And so fingers crossed that everything arrives in time, like wish me luck. And if you see me now decorating the apothecary, then we were lucky. Thank you for like believing in this as well. But yeah, we were lucky, everything arrived in time. So yeah, if not, then you will see it in like either a short or another video. Of course, I also went outside for a little walk and a foraging adventure on this Lammas inspired day, And I just love how I start seeing so many herbs that I studied in my books in nature, in real life. And we have so much mugwort in my neighborhood right now, and I'm so proud when I walk by and I know that this is Artemisia vulgaris, and I really hope it is, because it would be really embarrassing if it's not, but I'm like most certainly sure that it is. And of course, I collected some for my apothecary. I put a little twig in my notebook because, as you can see later, I have my way of connecting to a plant. And let me tell you a little bit about mugwort. Now, since ancient times, it has been said that mugwort, when placed in the shoe or tied as a small bundle around the leg, helps against sore and tired feet, especially during long walks. And this is how this herb got its name in German, which is Beifuß. So if you translate it, it would probably be by food. And I just thought that this little detail was so cute. Right. Okay, so this is not the update I thought I would give in this video, but I just went outside for a walk. I wanted to collect more mugwort because yesterday I did a lot of research about this plant and I learned a lot about the herbal folklore, and so I wanted to collect more to, for example, make a dream set to enhance lucid dreams. And yeah, I ventured outside, I collected the mugwort, and like I was fully packed with Bella and with like the mugwort. I also brought my camera, and while I was walking home, I found a little baby bird. Now, I usually know that you should not take it if it's like doing its thing, it's chirping, it's like crying for help. You should put it back into the nest of the parents. But the thing is, the baby bird was basically not doing a lot anymore. It looked pretty exhausted. The ants were already like attacking it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm taking it home. Let's see if I can like give it a good rest for a few hours and then hopefully bring it back once it recovers. I think it broke its leg, so I just put it in a like box. I made some holes inside. I just researched about what I should do when I find a baby bird, and I just learned that you should never give it water or like food or anything like that, because if they are still young they probably cannot even swallow it. So everybody said like to just give it a good rest and not do anything first, like call the vet or maybe the places that take baby birds. So I did that, but unfortunately they are all fully booked, so I have to wait for a call. And now the baby bird is resting in its little box, and I put a towel inside, and I just hope that it can have a good rest. But yeah, this is what happened right now. And I again will just give it some rest. I'm checking it like every 10 to 20 minutes just to see if it's still breathing or if it's feeling better. And yeah, while doing that, I want to distract myself. And so I'm going to make the mugwort lavender dream magic pillow or sachet. So yeah, let's do that. And I hopefully can give you an update on the little baby bird tomorrow. So this is the little one, and I think he may be recovering. He may do better than like an hour ago. But this is the little nest that I made for him. I read that you can make these kind of nests from wool socks, but I didn't want to give him even more stress, so I just let him inside of this nest. And yeah, as you can see, he's moving, and let's just hope that he feels better in a few hours. I recently started an apothecary diary where I write down everything I learn about the plants that I encounter. For example, I learned that mugwort often grows next to some kind of thistle, and these little details are really helpful in figuring out what magical properties a plant has, but also what kind of soil a plant likes, and so on. So just by observing a plant, you can already learn so much. And to me, it's just so much fun to write down everything that I learn. And I personally think that flowers really appreciate if we take the time to learn more about them and sit down with them before we harvest them and really make a connection. And I have this cute little book where I practice to paint the herb or flower to really connect with it and to it. It helps me remember the traits of a flower or an herb when I paint it. And I, for example, count the little petals and admire the individual chalices. And if I'm happy with the painting, I'm then gluing it into my apothecary diary and write all of my findings inside. So if you love herbalism and you are celebrating Lammas, definitely don't forget to get creative and start your own apothecary diary. And don't you think that I forgot to create a Lammas altar? I most certainly did. This is my favorite activity for every single Sabbath/season. And first of all, I filled this cornucopia with the sunflowers that I collected myself. Sunflowers are one of my most favorite flowers and the flower that I connect to Lammas the most. And of course, I also wanted to craft a special altar piece for Lammas/Lughnasadh this year. I just really love crafting my own witchcraft tools and altar decoration. It's just so much fun and it helps me to express my practice. And I thought that a crystal adorned candle holder would be really cute for my Lammas altar. Crystal clear quartz to me just really represents the fire of the sun. I don't know why, it's just a crystal that I highly connect to the sun and this Sabbath. And all you need is a hot glue gun and a candle holder and crystals. And I had this candle holder for the longest time and I didn't find the perfect crystals, and then I did, and I think it is so cute. You just need to glue the crystals inside and adorn it with some fake moss, and I don't know, I just really love it. I think it looks like an enchanted altar decoration piece. And then I went on and put on everything that I have for my Lammas altar. I focused on the color gold and fruits, and yeah, just anything that represents abundance and this lush energy that nature represents right now. So I really hope you enjoyed spending this Lammas inspired day with me and that the video was helpful to you. If it was, then please don't forget to do the YouTube magic. It shows the YouTube fairies that they can recommend my content to more people. Like the video, subscribe to our lovely community, and let me know in the comments down below how you are going to celebrate Lammas. And we will hang out again next week. Bye bye!